Hi everyone, welcome to number 3 of SlimChat. This is Tracy and it's a lovely bright sunny morning. Beautiful out there in fact. So hoping it's going to be a nice day. I normally do these if it's really nice outside, but where it's been raining so much, and not necessarily raining every day, but where it's been not particularly beautiful and lovely out, I've kind of got out the habit. So and yet my tripod is by the door at the back because I've got a couple now, and so I really have to venture into the garden again and set up out there. But since I broke my umbrella, well, I didn't break it, the wind broke my umbrella. I had a parasol and a massive gust of wind took it, threw it against my window, chucked it into the air, it somersaulted and hit the ground, and one of the across spokes things just broke off. So since that happened, I've still used it, but I've not really been out there and done one of my blogs out there, but I'll have to. And the garden's getting really bushy now, so it's all getting very pretty and lots of colour. So yeah, all good on the dietary front. I've not been naughty. I had a bit of a hungry day yesterday though. Oh my god, I didn't stop eating all day. I made sort of a huge batch of noodles, and between Gary and myself we ate them all. I can't believe it. He took some to work and I had 3 bowls. Yeah, but to be honest with you, they weren't huge bowls, but you know, it amounted to quite a lot. But if you consider that I would have had that then for lunch and then later on for dinner, it's not really outrageous. It sounds outrageous having 3 bowls, but and there's so little in it, you know, it's not really fattening. So it was just Singapore noodles, which for those of you who don't know, because people asked me what that is, it's the very thin vermicelli noodles. And those are Gary's favourite. So I made it for him and it was really healthy and very low sin. So I'm getting better at doing it as well, so that's cool. If you never know, I might do a tutorial for it and get that on there, because it's so nice, so yummy. So that was what I had yesterday, and a frappe that Gary made, but it got very thick in the fridge, and it was more it was like the consistency of a McDonald's milkshake. It was just, and that was pretty weird considering it was a frappe. So I kind of watered it down a little bit, and you know, and had that. So that was okay. It was a bit strong actually, but it was nice. But we used to make it with almond milk before, and it was much nicer. But we had these frappe yogurts from Muller, and they were not the nicest things. So we had tried to find something to do with them that, you know, so we just made them into a big drink. And that, so they're gone now. I won't be buying any more of those. No, stick to like toffee, which I made overnight oats with toffee Muller yogurt yesterday, and I didn't really want to, because I'm kind of a strawberry one. For me, it's got to be strawberry. I've tried others like cherry, and it's okay, but strawberry is my favourite. So, and I make mine slightly different to how you're kind of. I've seen lots of recipes and lots of the way people make them overly complicated, but one of these days I will show how I make my overnight oats. They're absolutely crazy simple and gorgeous. So normally it's strawberry, and I didn't have any strawberry left, so there was toffee in there, and I thought, just this once I'll make it, I'll survive. And it was just to die for. You could have, I mean, it was so nice. I'd use that as a dessert. So I need to make that again for sure, and buy some blueberries, because I always put blueberries in my strawberry yogurt, you know, strawberry overnight oats. So yeah, got to go shopping today, get some more yogurts because I'm out. So last night was the first night that I didn't make overnight oats, although I had 2 small Muller toffee yogurts in there. I was too tired to do it, and I thought, oh, just for tomorrow I'll have something else. And then when I wake up in the morning and I've not made it, I always feel like, why? Why didn't you just make it, for goodness sake? What's wrong with you, woman? So maybe I should just tackle it earlier when I'm wide awake. instead of putting it off until last thing at night. But yeah, I kind of get a bit addicted to oats. That's my big problem. I love them when I have them. It was Oats So Simple, like original flavour, years ago when I did Weight Watchers. They used to be free, you know. I don't mean free or the fact that, you know, they were free to buy. They were just free in points because they didn't do sins, they were points. So I used to think, right, I can eat as many of these as I like. Got totally addicted to them. And I mean, really, I was thinking about them, I craving them all day long. And so I actually Googled that and it was a thing. Can you believe that? But it was a thing. So yeah, I avoid them like the plague now, really, if I can. Because, you know, I don't know what they put in there, but there's something and I just couldn't get enough of it. So, but the ones that I make, mine are gluten-free anyway, but I just make them and they're really moreish, but they're not, I'm not kind of craving them all day and every day. So that's good. I've got it in perspective, which is not a bad thing. And as addictions go, you know, it's not the most harmful I've ever heard of. So, but only I could get addicted to Oats So Simple. Anyway, moving on. I've got some, well, it's kind of called Nutribix. It's gluten-free Weetabix and it clogs so badly when you make it. So I'm not looking forward to trying to make it. Sometimes it goes smooth, but very often it's lumpy and disgusting. Once it went completely like a rock, like an iron bar that was impenetrable by a spoon. So obviously that one went in the bin. But I can't eat bacon. I can, Gary can't. But I'm trying to be, in solidarity, I'm not eating it. It is difficult because there's a lovely big pack of bacon in the freezer, which I'm going to have to give away. But he's not allowed to eat bacon and sausage and processed meats, no hams, things like that. So out of solidarity, I'm kind of giving it a miss as well. And if it's unhealthy in that respect, it's probably unhealthy for me. So, you know, best avoid it. Makes diet very difficult though, because all those cold meats and stuff that you would normally go for to make a salad, you can't have. And everything has to be cooked or, you know, trying to rack your brains to find other things to make it more varied. But I'm going to get to grips with that, and once I find some cookbooks, it'll be easier. The ones I've got are not really Slimming World, but I do need to find some. I might actually have a look on the app later and buy a couple, because they do send them out quite quick, so that's cool. So I didn't weigh myself this morning. It was a bit of a temptation. I kind of got up and I saw the scales and I thought, yesterday was weigh-in. You don't need to be doing this. So I just walked by them, because I always weigh myself. I don't weigh myself at any other time of the day, other than when I very first wake up and I get up and I go to the loo. And so much the better if I've gone to the, you know, and then I'll weigh myself. So my parameters are always the same. I'm naked, it's morning, I've not had a drink, and hopefully been to the loo. So if that's the case, I should always have the same kind of true result. I'm not wearing different clothing, it's not a different time of the day, I haven't just had dinner. You know, there's no difference. It's always identical kind of scenario. And except us women do tend to carry some fluids from time to time, which is very annoying when you are all, you know, big sack of like water. Hate that sort of thing, like water retention, feeling like you're puffy. But hopefully, you know, I'll always kind of get a good idea. If I do the weigh-in at the same sort of time with the same parameters, then I know that I've given myself the best possible true record. So so the time now has passed. I've had tea, so I won't be doing that. Well, my watch has just said yippee, because I've done 250 steps out of 250. Breaks it into segments, and so I've obviously fulfilled my morning quota of steps. So yay, go watch. It's a Fitbit. I decided if I'm going to be fit, I might as well have a Fitbit. And check out my, hang on, Get off there. Don't know. Now, check out my heart rate all the time, and just to make sure it's fine. It does make you a little obsessed, I have to say, just a small amount, but never mind. It's not too bad. I'm not like crazy. Gemma said her dad actually put on Facebook that he had to stop wearing his because he becomes so obsessed with all these like little bits of information. It was kind of ruling his life, and he was getting kind of paranoid about the whole thing. But it didn't do that to me. It doesn't really affect me that much. I just kind of look and dismiss if I don't like what I see. It's not going to rule my life. I'm not being dictated to by a watch. What do they take you for? No, seriously, it's just a little kind of add-on. The only criticism I've got of this thing is that if you're out in the sunshine and you want to know the time, you can't see it because it's like your phone. You know, you just don't see your phone too well in bright sunshine. And one thing about a watch, you want to see it. So, you know, that's the only thing. If you haven't got your phone on you and you're kind of like this, you're trying to see what the time is. So anyway, thank you so much for watching and for listening to me babble away. Nothing much to report other than all doing fine. So watch out. I'm gonna once I get my supplies, I might even do some tutorials on a few things. I'm gonna perfect my noodles a little bit more first so that they're absolutely consistent every time. So thanks for watching. So stay safe, everyone, and all my new subscribers, thank you so much, and bye for now.